Hi guys, my name is Umair and I live in Taiwan presently. And I'm from Delhi, India, and I'm from New Friends Colony. Maybe you have heard of Jamia University. So I'm grown up there, and my father is a professor there. So we belong from a very low middle class family. I mean, we were not rich at that time, and definitely our life was not easy, but we had a simple life. And by the time passed, I remember I was doing a job in Noida uh, for maybe 20K. It's like 20,000 Indian rupee at that time per month. And I faced a lot of issues because I really don't like the traditional Indian culture that the companies have. I mean, the big companies definitely have good culture, but the low or middle class companies don't have a good culture. So I decided to move for my master's degree in out of India because everybody was going. So I thought maybe I could choose my career outside India and do something a lot better than this. But the first thing is there are a lot of roadblocks when you just think about where to go. There are so many options. You may think of Australia, you may think of Canada, you may think of US, you may think of Singapore, you may think of many things, but I never thought of Taiwan actually. I never thought of Taiwan. The reason being, I didn't knew there was any country called Taiwan existed at that moment. So while I was, so let me tell you, I was also a guest lecturer in Jamia University, Jamia Millia Islamia University. I was a guest lecturer there, faculty there in the whole university. There I met a Taiwanese teacher who was teaching Chinese in Jamia University. And I was discussing with her about my plans. And then she told me about this country called Taiwan. And then I came to know, okay, there is some country called Taiwan, but I really didn't know like how this journey will be. So I tried to research and apply for the universities here. But before you proceed for anything, before you do anything in life, you should set a goal first, what you want to do. Without a goal, you will end up nowhere. That's something I have observed in life. So when I started my journey, I always wanted to become a data scientist. Data scientist is a very fancy term these days, but there is a huge world inside this term. So at that moment, I was thinking, okay, I want to be a data scientist, and I was looking for top universities. At that moment, definitely I wanted to go to US as well, but there were so many things like you have to prepare for GRE, you have to prepare for TOEFL, or you have to prepare for GMAT. Preparing for these exams is not easy. It takes years of preparation, and I didn't have time. On the other hand, even if I crack GRE or TOEFL, I still need at least, suppose even if I get a very good score, even if I get a scholarship, I still need at least 30 lakhs, 30 to 40 lakhs for my survival in US. And that's, I'm talking about after paying all the fees. I'm just talking about living and fooding expenses. I'm not including any, like university fees. If I include university fees, then it will go up to 80 to 90 lakhs. So definitely I discussed with my father, and he said he doesn't have that much money. So I dropped the plan of US and I decided to stick with Taiwan. And luckily I got admission in two universities in Taiwan. One was a low rank university and one was the second top university. University, on which university are you going to? So I would say Taiwan culture is similar to Indian culture. Like in India, IITs are the best, right? So in Taiwan, there are 4 to 5 universities which are the best, but definitely you can go to other universities as well. I have seen people going to lower universities and are doing great. So it really depends on you, how you start your journey, how do you play your game along this journey. It really depends on you. I have seen many people who graduated from the top university and are jobless as well. So don't think that you go to the best university and people will just come with a job for you. It's not going to happen anywhere in the world. You have to fight for the job even if you graduate from the top university. there are brilliant people around the world. There is so much competition going on. The world is moving very fast. So you have to keep yourself updated. Your priorities should change. If you are coming to Taiwan, you should know that you are leaving your house. You are spending your time right away from the family, and you should make the best of it. So these all things were in my mind when I was studying in NTHU. I had a great time. I made friends. I had many problems. Literally, I faced many problems because of language barrier, because of foods. The journey was not easy, but after some time, we Indians, I think we are survivors. We adapt to anything. So I adapted, I improvised, and we did. I did my best to, like I made friends with different nationalities. I used to hang out less with Indians because I thought if I come out of India, I should learn other cultures as well. I should know about other countries as well, and that's something you should all do as well. Don't just you have to come out of your comfort zone to do something different. Otherwise, if you don't do different, nothing different will happen. So I made friends. I had problems. I had many problems. Even I failed in 2 subjects during my study in NTHU because those subjects were really hard. Let me tell you something. The education in Taiwan is pretty hard. Don't think it's easy education. It's not like India, where the professor will tell you, okay, learn these pages and the question will come from these pages. It's not gonna happen in Taiwan. Taiwan education is very advanced and it's more practical. Practical as in, if you don't understand the concept, you won't be able to answer anything. So I consider this a good education where you focus on more practical things rather than theoretical things. And Taiwan universities have very immense project. Immense means big projects with big companies, which Indian universities, we don't have this culture in India. In India, the universities don't work with companies. There are not many projects. Maybe IIT have, but other universities, I don't think they have. But in Taiwan, most of the university, they work with companies. So you will work on some practical problems with companies. You will have some practical experience with companies. It's not university experience, it's practical experience. And again, it depends on you, which professor are you going to join, which lab are you going to join, what is your goal, what is your aim. It all depends on that. But definitely here you will get a platform to do anything you want. But at the same time, you have to give your best as well. You have to show something, and if you show something, people will value you, people will not let you go, and they will respect you. So Taiwan as a whole was the best place for me. It completely changed my life. I did not give GRE, I did not give TOEFL, I did not give GMAT. I did not study from US, but I'm earning the same salary as the US people does. So I'm yeah, as Lynn mentioned, I think yeah, so I'll move to California soon. That's in my plan, and this will happen. So I started my journey right from India, and during my studies in Taiwan, I did not spend even a single penny. That something was the best part. So during my study in Taiwan, I did my studies for free. Like free means completely free, zero. I just spent my money to come to Taiwan. That was my flight ticket. And I remember I sold my bike to get that money, to get the flight ticket, to arrange first month of my, because when you come to some new country, there will be some expenses. It's not easy to, because you don't know how the country will behave. There are so many expenses in the first month only. And once you are used to those, once you are used to the culture around you, you know how to save money. So in the first month, I remember when I came to Taiwan, I spent just 2 lakhs in the first month. And for that, I didn't have money. So I sold my bike, which I had in India. And with that money, I booked my ticket, and I kept some money for my spending in Taiwan. And then I came to Taiwan to start my journey. Once I came here, luckily I got this scholarship called MOE scholarship. So there are many other scholarships. You can discuss with Lynn about those. I think Taiwan government is providing many scholarships. So at that time, I had MOE scholarship. I was among the 16 Indians who got that scholarship. Uh, so the best part was like I was earning like they were paying me 20,000 Taiwan dollar every month. Okay, so this is just from the scholarship, and I was working in my lab from where I was getting 10,000 Taiwan dollar. So it becomes 20 plus 10 is 30,000 Taiwan dollar. And then after whole day, like after working in my lab, in the evening, I used to go to some English schools for doing some part-time work. And there I was earning like 40,000 a month. So my income became 30 plus 40, 70,000 I was earning while studying my master's degree in Taiwan. So like I had scholarship, I had immense lot of money that time. I mean, I definitely I thanks to my Allah that I had a good journey at that time, and I used to, you know, like I used to travel internationally 3 countries a year. I used to travel I used to, so there was a time when my friend made fun of me that my geography is so bad. So when I came to Taiwan very new, my friend made fun of me, Umair, you don't know this country. I didn't even knew how many cities were in US, you know. Like there was a time when if I ask you what is California, you will say it's a country. But actually California is not a country. It's a state, it's a city in US, you know. So this geography we don't know when we don't come out. So my friends, used to make fun of me, Umair, you don't know, it's another country. I didn't even knew where is Japan. I didn't even knew where is Singapore. So from the first year, I started traveling by myself. I explored the world. In 3 years, I have traveled more than 15 countries. I travel a lot, and all of that with my own money. I have done very extreme sports. I have done every extreme sport in the world. I think not every, but a lot. Like I have done scuba diving with whales. I went inside. It's not a normal scuba diving. I went inside with whales and sharks in the water. I have done the highest skydive in the world. I have done the highest bungee jump in Asia. I have done many sports. So it's for me. I love to do sports. So I do things which I'm afraid of. I like to do things which I'm afraid of, because once you do something which you are scared of, then that thing doesn't scare you anymore. You know, like let me tell you something. My journey in India is started as an electronics. I did my bachelor's from electronics and communication. Okay. And my master's in Taiwan is completely different. It's from computer science. So it's completely different from what I did in my bachelor's. And that's something I was scared because I didn't know programming. I was thinking like, am I starting my career too late? Because it's just 5 years ago, right? It's just 5 years ago and I'm 32. I'm not that young. So at 27, I was starting my career and I was super scared. Like people start their career at 20 or 22 and I'm starting my career at 28. And a very different career. And I was super scared how it's gonna work out. But then I used to pray a lot. I just pray to Allah, okay, open the doors for me and do things. So I was very scared of the programming. So what I did, I started learning programming from the very first day, online courses, because in my university, most of the courses were in Chinese. So I didn't give up. I study online by myself, and I just gave the exams. And once I learned things, slowly, the gate opens for you. The gate will open for you. And then you come to know about so many things. So when I graduated, I had 4 job offers in my hand. Before I graduated, in my 3rd semester of Taiwan, I had 4 job offers in my hand, and all the 4 job offers were really good. So I joined Micron Technology as my first job. It is one of the biggest semiconductor industry in the world. I worked there as a data scientist for 2 years. And after I changed to Micron, I had 3 job offers in hand. One offer was from Singapore. One offer was from Kuwait. Kuwait in Middle East, they have the highest currency in the world. One Kuwait dinar is equal to 190 NTD. So I had offer from Kuwait, and then a 3rd offer I had from Google. So I just chose Google at that time. And Yeah, so everything went pretty well, like I'm here in front of you, work at Google at 32. I think there are many people who started their career in US in 22, but they are still not at this position and not at this, not at this career at this point of time. So I think it all depends on you, how you want to proceed. Don't think that it's too late. I think it's never too late. You know, if I give you a very good example, I will give you two good examples, and you will know it's never too late to start. Like, Barack Obama, right? Obama, who was the president of America. He became the president of America and he retired at 55 when he was 55 years of age, right? On the other hand, Donald Trump became the president at 70 years of age. So you see, right? Both became the president, but both have the different timing. Barack Obama retired at 55, and Donald Trump became the president at 70. So I think it's never too late. Another example is I know people who became the CEO of companies at 25, but they died at 55, right? But there are many people who become successful at 40 and they're still living, right? So you don't know how your journey will be. You don't know how your life will be. So I will say never give up and find ways. Find ways. If you find ways, definitely God will show you the way. Like, I'm a God believer. I don't know about you guys if you don't believe or not, but for me, I believe a lot. But at the same time, just don't believe in God. You have to do something, right? You have to do a lot of hard work. And apart from hard work, you also need to make connections. You have to make networks. You know, you need to help people. And when I say you need to help people, you should help people without asking for anything. You should not think that if I am asking for help, they should return me something. I give you a good example. I was these days I was just researching about one company in Dubai, and there was a person in that company. I was asking something, and she was showing me a lot of attitude. She was asking what and why so many questions, like why I'm asking about the company and that. Also, for me, I'm a research oriented person. I research a lot before I make any decision. I think from every single angle, 5 years ahead, 10 years ahead, 2 years ahead, and then I make my decision. I just don't make my decision rapidly. So that person, she was not helping me. And after 2 days, she just messaged me. She answered my question. And then after answering my question, she just asked for my reference in Google. And I was so surprised. Wow. Like since 2 weeks, she was not answering my question. And suddenly she just answered me. And at the same time, she just messaged me, hey, can you refer me this? So I was thinking, why should I help her? Right. So when you help someone, just help. Don't ask for anything. Don't try to take advantage of people, right? So this is something I will tell you you should do this in your life. Second thing, do hard work. Do your research where you want to do what you want to do, which university you want to go, right? Third thing, trust your God, whichever God you have. You Sikh, Hindu, Muslim, whichever God you have, just worship. Fourth important thing, never forget your parents and family. If you are responsible, and if you think that you are working for your family, definitely you will find ways. But if you just do something only for yourself, maybe you won't find ways. People talk about Sundar Pichai, people talk about Satya Nadella, people talk about Tata Mani, but have you ever thought these people have given employment to such a large amount of people? They have given employment to such a large amount of people. These people are leaders. These are not just engineers. They don't think about themselves. They don't think about money. They don't think about taking advantage. They just work for others, for their family, for their country, for the mass people. So that's something you should try to think. I mean, don't be selfish in life. If you are selfish, nobody will help you. And if you're not selfish, even nobody help you, you will find a lot of ways. So right now, my journey is I will join Google California this January, inshallah. And I will start my new journey as a machine learning engineer. And let me tell you, going to US is not easy. Uh, it's very hard. It's very hard. So, and getting into big companies is also not easy. It's very hard. My Google interview was the hardest interview I gave in my life. I had 7 to 8 rounds, and the interview took almost 4 months, 3 to 4 months, you know. And there are so many other issues. They don't only see your technical ability, but they also see your communication skills. They see your personality. They see how good you are with people. So in your personal life, it's not just studies. It's about how good are you with people? How good are you with your parents? You know, even for me, I work at Google. I will not say I'm the best engineer, but every day I learn something. Every day I give 1 hour to myself. I do online courses. Even if I don't need that knowledge right now, but I will need that knowledge in the future. So always learn. Even if you go to any university, don't think that this university is better than other university. Some people get jealous very easily. So if you come to Taiwan, any university you choose, it doesn't matter a lot, but try to make the best out of it. you know you should definitely research a lot before you get into any university, and on that Lynn will help you. But you can you guys can, according to your career, you can ask question to EduCare, or Lynn, or her colleagues, and they will definitely gonna help you. And do your research first. You should know what you want to become, right? If you don't know what you want to become, nobody will help you. Nobody can help you, actually. So first know what you want to become, and then find ways. And don't ask. So there is always one single question I know people ask: will we get a job after we graduate? Maybe you will ask this question to Lynn later, that what is the guarantee that we will get a job after we go to Taiwan? There is no guarantee, let me tell you. There is no guarantee. I have seen people who graduated from the top university in Taiwan and they are jobless. Okay, so it all depends on you. So Lynn or anyone cannot guarantee will you have a job or not. They can only show you the path. They can give you the opportunity to come to Taiwan and study, and rest, it all depends on you. It all depends on you, how you proceed, what you do, what decisions you make. Some people just come here and some people just study, don't make friends. And you have to make friends. You have to build up connections, to know more about the companies, to know more about the job offers, to get some help, to give some help. So you have to do all of this. So just getting there are many people who get admission in IIT, but not all IITians get a job. Okay, so don't think like this. Like I also prepared for IIT. Let me tell you, I prepared for IIT, and at that moment I was not serious at all. I was not serious at all. I prepared. I took this Narayana coaching in Malviya Nagar, and my father took a loan for that. That coaching was not cheap. My father took a loan for that, and I was not able to crack IIT. Even during my undergraduation, the bachelor's. Do you want to know what percentage did I had? I had second division in my bachelor's. Okay, I had below 60 percentage in my bachelor's. I didn't study at all. I was like, I was not focused. I didn't had any goal in life. I just thought, okay, I want to study, that's it. I got an admission and I want to study. But this will end you up nowhere. But when I got my master's, I gave my 200%. I completely changed my life. I thought that this is the only chance that I have. So many of you, if you think that you failed in your bachelor's, or you know you do not belong from a good university, then don't care about this. You can always change your life. You can always change. It's never too late. But you should move in the right direction. Take decisions very carefully, smartly. That's something I will suggest you. So yeah, just study hard, study smartly. And I will say study smartly, not study hard. And make decisions carefully. and respect everyone. It's your friend, your family, your colleagues. I think that's more important than study and all. Work will always come and go, but the relationships, they are just made once.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Umair. Thank you.